Welcome to all the classic car enthusiasts. Okay, so what I've done is just mocked up this. This is a carbon fibre front and a carbon fibre bonnet. I was going to put the front subframe in, but unfortunately I haven't got I can't find the main tower bolts. So I've just set it up on this little trellis here, just to see where we are, see how everything fits, just basically. The idea will be obviously that the bonnet will be on a quick release pin, so you can take it off to check your oil and water and normal stuff. And then when you're doing bigger maintenance, the wings and the front panel will come off as well. But what I'm thinking of doing, because the fiberglass and the carbon fibre weaver are quite flimsy on the back, I'm going to use an aluminium bar across the back, which I'll shape similar to the scuttle panel so that it stays together, and make a special stand for it to be put on when we've got it off, because they are quite flimsy and they can break quite easily. You could stand over them or fall over them or something. So yeah, like I said, I just wanted to check out roughly how it looks. So I'll bring you in and show you this. I've done this this scuttle panel, put this repair panel in, which I did say is a Magnum panel. Now I've got a few comments about this. I'm not just decrying Magnum, but what I am saying is from experience, and other people will back me up on it, that the panels are not as quality as M Machine or Heritage. That's a fact. That's an undisputable fact. The quality of the pressings are not that good. And the reason is that they're half the price. You know, the Heritage stuff is at least double. I don't know about M Machine, probably a little, you know, a little bit down from Heritage, but not far off it. But the amount of messing around you have to do with these panels, it really is worthwhile. You know, if you're not that skilled with bodywork, it's worthwhile just to get the more expensive panels to save you money. I know not everybody's got an endless budget. I know, you know, these panels were made for a reason, and they can be worked, and and you can put them on. I've put it on here, but the reason I put them on is I wanted to show that, you know, how they can go on. What I've decided to do now is not continue with this. I've welded it in place, which I'll bring you in and show you. But what I'm intending to do now is put this side on once it's dollied up, and then just spot weld it on so it's in the right position, and take the whole scuttle off. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to get to the main bulkhead, because it's got on the bulkhead on Minis, obviously they're pressed, and they're pressed in such a way to be kind of corrugated. Now I want to replace that with a flat panel, so I've decided just to take the whole thing off. But I'm going to repair them in place so you can see it, and I'll bring you in now and show you this panel. I'll come around the side as well. You can see there's the weld across here. I don't know if that's, I'm going to come out a little bit maybe. So you can see there's I'll bring you up closer, I've just basically tack welded it in place. But the nice thing is, if I get both of these on, what I can do then is when I take the scuttle off completely, I can work on the inside and weld it from inside, which you couldn't do if you were doing it on the car. So it's a bit of a cheat. I mean, I could even put a brand new scuttle on it, but I think I can repair this in such a way that we won't need to. But I did want to see how the bonnet would look on the car, so that's the reason that I've gone to this extent, just to see how it looks. So what I'll do now is the next job I'll do now is cut this one out and fit that, and then what I'll do then is take the scuttle off completely. Probably before I do that, what I'll actually do is put the subframe in place and make the bolts for the front here. Normally they're tubes, so I'm going to put on, I have to work out how to do that, but I think they put like a tube here and on the front, an open tube, and then you push it on and then pop it back onto the back of the scuttle panel with some kind of split pin in it. I'm not sure exactly how they do it, but I'm going to check on that, and I'll let you know. So I'll just take this off and show you basically how it's on. There's very little to it. These carbon fibre bits are so light, it's unbelievable, which is exactly what they're meant for. So I'll pop them over here. And you can see what I've done is I've just put a couple of self-tappers in here. So it's very easy to work on. So what did I do with it? I'll show you how. Just two simple screws here and here. Just two soft tappers. One there. And I'll check the A panels just to see how they look. And they seem pretty good as well. So as you can see, and basically I can just take it down. And there's virtually no way. But what this does now, it gives me the opportunity to weld this easier and on the other side. But this is the part I was talking about here. What I've decided to do is weld this piece on, well that piece on, which I'll show on video, and then take the rest of these spot welds out and take the whole scuttle off. By doing that, I can take this box section out. Then what I can do is actually, you can see where all these, I'll bring this in a bit so you can see it. But I'll bring the, let me just bring you in. Is that it? Oh, there you go. So you can see all these indentations, they're obviously made you know, for wiring looms to go in and so on and so forth. So what I'm going to actually do is cut all this out and make it flat plate in here and on the other side. I'll bring you back out again and show you. So that side and that side, I'll cut these out, and when the scuttle's off, I can get right into the piece up here underneath here. So that's the intention to do that now. So yeah, like I say, I think some people get very quickly upset about, this panel, that panel, they're made for a reason, and why did you? But I bought these panels because I wanted to show, yes, they can be used, but what was the most important thing was I was trying to get over that there are a lot of work. So if you pay that extra bit of money, and as I said, between Magnum and Heritage it's probably double. But is it worth double the hassle or double the problems or putting filler in or lead load, whatever, when you don't need it? The profiles are very poor. The pressings on Magnum have never been that good, and that's why they are what they are. That's what the price they are, and as I said, they're half the price. But if you're doing on a budget and you have to do them, all I'm trying to do is make you aware that there are better panels. These panels certainly can be used, but you will have to work and put a lot of work in to get them right. That's what I'm trying to put over. So this is just a short and sweet one, just to show you what we're up to. As usual, stay safe, keep the faith, enjoy your hobby, and be good to each other. Bye.